Hello and welcome to the video. So today we are going to be comparing a World Tour Pro Tour de France cyclist against a very rather average cyclist, me. So we're doing stage 1 of the Tour de France, which is a 13.2 kilometer time trial. Unfortunately, I have not got the pull to get closed roads, so I'm just doing it on the normal tracks in my city. So this should be quite interesting. I'm a beginner. I started cycling a year ago. I've got an FTP of around 260 and I'm 100 kilograms, so about 2.6 watts per kilogram. So my route takes me along the coast. It's not particularly flat, about 54 meters of elevation gain throughout the whole thing. You can see the elevation profile along the bottom. At the moment here, I'm just trying to get up to speed, sitting around 37 kilometers an hour. The pros tend to do a time trial at about 50 to 55 kilometers an hour, so we'll see how close I can get. It's a pretty hot day, sitting about 25 degrees. Last night it rained, so the roads are still a bit damp. Obviously, when you're riding on the roads, the most important thing is just to get home safe, so I'm not going to take any stupid risks, even though I'm trying to go fast. So we're about a minute in. I didn't do a warm-up before this, so the beginning is going to be quite hard while the legs just get used to it. Heart rate sitting at about 152, which is pretty low for me. My max is about 190, so towards the end, hopefully, we'll see it get towards that as I run out of energy and put in some max efforts. So let's skip forward a bit. 2.5 minutes in, I'm having to avoid this car who stopped on a green light for some reason. It brings my average speed down a lot, so just got to get back up to speed, and now we're on a bit of a downhill. So I'm going to try to get into an aero position, get into the drops, but I'm not particularly aerodynamic. I'm a pretty wide guy, so yeah, it's difficult to do. It would be nice to have some tri-bars, but I'm not sure I'd have the guts to use them on the road anyway. So yeah, looking good so far. 1.7 k's in, heart rate 161. I'm doing about 40 kilometers an hour. And yeah, let's see how long I can maintain this. Just hitting the 3 kilometer mark, got another bit of downhill, -2%, -1%, and yeah, still maintaining about 40 kilometers an hour, trying to save some energy on the downhill because coming up soon is the uphill, and that bit's going to be terrible because I weigh so much. Going up hills is always the hardest bit. About 8 minutes in now, 5 kilometers in, and I'm getting some good luck with the green lights, not having to stop at all, because that's the worst bit, when you have to stop and then get back up to speed. So this is the uphill. I am dropping speed quite quickly, about 32 kilometers an hour, probably going to drop down to about 20 in a bit. Heart rate is getting up there, 167. I'm trying to keep my cadence high, but it's not really sticking there. I want it to be about 95, but it's dropped down to about 85. And yeah, my speed is about 25 now. Now that it's getting a bit steeper, 3%. Skipping forward a bit, my heart rate is really high now, just breaking into the 170s. This hill just goes on and on. I mean, it doesn't really, it's about a 5-minute hill, but it feels like a long time when you're trying to go as fast as possible. Got another bit of luck here with another green light, and yeah, let's skip forward again. So this is the final bit of the hill. Heart rate is 171, pretty high. I'm trying to maintain speed as I go over the top so I can get some momentum into the downhill, but it's still pretty difficult. 174 the heart rate, so I'm really pushing now. RPM is alright, sitting around 90, and now we are just beginning to go downhill. And you can see the speed is going to start increasing hopefully soon. Yeah, 33, 35, and I'm trying to just save some energy by coasting down the hill. Really, I don't want to pedal now, but I probably should because this is where I can gain lots of speed. So 7.3 kilometers in, and now the downhill is going to start getting really steep. Look at that, 37 kilometers an hour. Let's see how fast I can get. So at the bottom of descent, I get to about 47 kilometers an hour, which isn't that fast, but straight back into another uphill. And the descent following this uphill is going to be much longer, so hopefully I can get to a much higher top speed. Like I said, I'm not particularly aero, so maximum speed isn't my strong point. So we're on the second descent now. I get up to about 52, 53 kilometers an hour, which still isn't that fast. So yeah, let's skip forward again. 10 kilometers in now, and my legs are hurting, my lungs are hurting, and yeah, 3.2 kilometers to go. I'm just coming past the cyclist who left before me here. Yeah, so the average speed, I aimed to get it above 30, which I think would have been quite a good goal, and hopefully I'm on course to achieve that. The pros would have finished this about 3 minutes ago, coming in at about 15 minutes. But yeah, I think I'm doing quite well here, being a beginner cyclist who's not particularly aero, just overtaking a moped here, which, you know, is always quite good. Okay, so 20 minutes in, just passing by the coast. Always nice to have a bit of scenery on your ride. Heart rate is 165, 2.2 kilometers to go, so this is really the final push now. 12.5 kilometers in, we've got 700 meters to go, and the worst thing possible happens. We hit a red light, so I've got to come to a stop. I've got to build back up to speed, and that is just annoying at the end. Light just about to turn green, time to put some power down once I can clip in, which always seems to take me ages. But yeah, standing up, getting the power down. 500 meters to the finish line. Hopefully I can do well here. There's just a guy, you know, casually walking across the road, as you do. Cars pulling out, everyone just trying to slow me down. So yeah, just gotta be careful squeezing in between a gap here. A bit risky, but it's fine. Anyway, I'm up to 36 kilometers an hour. Heart rate is high, 172. I've only got 300 meters to go, so I'm really putting down the power as fast as I can. 40 kilometers an hour. So yeah, this is really the final bit now, just trying to squeeze every last bit of energy I can. Just trying to maintain 40 kilometers until the end here. Final 100 meters now, just got to get past these cars, and we are so close. Heart rate 176, I'm spinning really fast, 100 RPM, and surely this must be it. Yeah, 13.2, so now I'm just gonna slow down, find somewhere to stop, and pull in. Okay, so let's have a look at the final statistics. So my final statistics are, the distance was 13.27 kilometers with an average speed of 33 kilometers an hour, which I was pretty happy with. I aimed for 30, so I did 3 kilometers faster than I expected. My average power, actually this is an estimated average power because I don't have a power meter, was 212, which for me for 24 minutes is pretty low. I would have expected something around 250 maybe. The moving time, 24 minutes and 8 seconds. So compared to a professional, it is so much slower. So the pros are finishing this in around 15 minutes. The winning rider was Yves Lampard, sorry for pronouncing your name so wrong there, who did it in about 15 minutes and 17 seconds. So I am 9 minutes slower over 13 kilometers, which just shows how ridiculously fast those guys are. His average speed was 51.8 kilometers an hour. I could barely even match that when I was going down a hill, and they're doing it on flat ground, which is insane. As for my results, I'm pretty happy with it. 33 kilometers an hour isn't too bad. I need to work on getting lower on the bike, trying to get more aero. I'm not particularly flexible, so that's something I can work on. Also maintaining speed going up the hills. Like I said, I'm a heavy guy, so if I lose some weight, those hills shouldn't be as difficult as they are now. Anyway, this video was quite fun to make. It's always fun to ride as fast as you can. I'll probably try again in another 3 months or so to see how much faster I've got. Thank you everyone for watching. If you liked the video, please smash the like button, and if you want to see more videos, please subscribe. I do various different things. Sometimes I do reviews, sometimes just cool rides around China. Sometimes there's some Zwift races thrown in. So yeah, there's lots of variety. So yeah, it'll be cool if you can subscribe. Thank you to everyone who has already subscribed. It means a great deal. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out.